welcome. It is not PokePax today, as you could kind of notice, and we do not have Royce here. Today I am joined by Don.
Hello!
And we are talking Flesh and Blood. So it's a new trading card game, well, relatively new. It started during the pandemic, and we have gotten a little bit more into it these days. Don and I started playing it a little bit here and there at the store, and it's been pretty popular, so we wanted to try and have some content around that and show off a little bit of what it's about. So if you've never really seen it before, I'm still relatively new to it too. Don knows a little bit more about it than me, and hopefully can answer any of your questions, but feel free to follow along and let's see what we've got here.
Yeah, so just a little bit before we go into cracking these wonderful first edition packs, courtesy of our local game store, Pastimes. Flesh and Blood has 5 sets released at this point. It released in late 2019 with Welcome to Rathe, and at this point they are adding new mechanics with almost every set. There are at least 2 major new mechanics that I know of, and that is Mentor, which I don't think applies to us because that's only in the pre-constructed decks that are coming out next week. By now, beat the rush, and something to do with your hero's soul, which is the light mechanic, which we'll explain as we open up cards that deal with the soul, and cards that you can play from Banish, which is the shadow mechanic in this new set. So, unless there are any questions right off the bat.
Yeah, we could start dipping into it. So,
Sure.
as Don had mentioned, these are some packs that we had gotten during the pre-release. What's up, Logan? Thanks for coming by. Logan, no Pokemon today, but it's like Pokemon. They're trading cards. Actually, this game seems a little bit closer to Magic. Honestly, it seems kind of close to a little game called Mortal Kombat, the 1995 edition that we've got here at the store. Because the way in which it works is, unlike Pokemon or Magic, you don't really have an army of characters or people that are kind of tagging in and out during the fight. You basically, at the start of the game, you have a oh yeah, Logan, aren't we all? You have 2 characters that you basically have picked at the start of the game that you're using to combat one another, and that's where you determine like their life totals, your hand size, and then you load them up with equipment that again is kind of just determined out at the start. So that makes it kind of interesting because in theory at the beginning of the game you kind of know a little bit what to expect from your opponent. And then from there your deck consists of cards that are kind of attacks and counters and defenses, and it's all along what's called the combat chain, in which you're kind of starting off with attack, and then somebody gets to respond with the defense, and then kind of counter from there and back and forth. So it's a really neat kind of tug of war kind of mechanic of going back and forth with your responses. So again, a little bit different than if you're starting off from the perspective of Pokemon in this case, or from even Magic the Gathering. But like I said, it's kind of weird because I dipped into it and it reminded me of the Mortal Kombat and some of the other fighting card games where, again, you've got kind of a main character and your attacks can determine, how you start off with the chain and kind of respond with a block. What's up, Skylar? Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, if you want to start...
Yeah, sure.
Do you want to dip into these ones first? Yeah, because these ones were, if you want to show off your stack, you get the way the pre-release works, what was it, 2 Fridays ago, was for Monarch, the new set that came out, for the first edition, which is kind of like the first printing of them before they do unlimited print runs. The pre-release kit consisted of, you get 6 packs of the first edition, and you get these 2 promo cards. And they kind of, as Don mentioned at the beginning, they kind of allude to some of the new mechanics that come out in Monarch, like the soul and kind of playing from banishment.
Yeah, and from what I looked up, some people have been having some real fun times with this, and the sealed format's supposed to be really cool, and it's supposed to be very viable, which is something I was worried about.
Yeah, I was gonna say I brought up a few questions of if the game it requires a leader card, like your hero character, and if you're opening up packs randomly, like what happens if you didn't get a hero? But yeah, so we'll see what we've got there. And Skylar, I've been all right. How about yourself, man? Mostly just been here, busy. A lot of releases the past couple weeks, and just a lot of stuff going on in even the comic world that I've got to keep track of. If I sound too far away, we've only got one microphone at the moment, so we're going to kind of figure out how we want to do that. I don't know what the right answer is. Yeah, we're still kind of tinkering out some of the setup here stuff. So if you got any questions or comments or suggestions, let me know. But
Absolutely.
yeah, for now I think we'll so this
right.
one we'll say this is Don's kit. So in theory, we're gonna crack open our 6 packs and kind of see what we get and how we would kind of construct our pre-release deck from there. And
Absolutely.
like I said, Don got one and I got one, so we're gonna kind of see what we get and also talk through some of the rarities, what to expect. It might be a little bit of pearls before swine, at least for me. I'm still kind of learning. I know about the cold foils and regular foils, but some of the other rarities
shiny
stuff I'm still kind of learning. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if it looks shiny, it's probably good.
It's probably worth something, at least first edition. All right, so what do we got here? So the way that these packs are tend to lay out, it goes commons, a foil, your rare, and then a token card, which can be a weapon or a hero.
Yeah.
Now we're really hoping for a little bit of both, so we can play this together.
Yeah, exactly.
But for that, we have Smash with the Big Tree, which wonderful. Here's one of the new cards coming out. So it's Shadow Runeblade Action Attack. So this deals with the new mechanic Shadow, and so something interesting with this attack is it can be played by Shadow heroes, which is a subtype, sort of like I'm going to relate it to Magic, sort of like goblins are in Magic.
Yeah.
And then,
or even I guess to Pokemon, it's like the different like energy types and elemental types. Like you deal certain cards deal with certain equipment types or certain hero types. So for you to even use them in your deck or equip them to, you have to meet the criteria. So it's not just like, oh, that's a sweet helmet, I just want to throw it on my wizard guy. It's like,
right.
well, that's only for like for warrior heroes and stuff like that. So it does kind of create a balance through that. So
and we got another. So that's Riftbind. We got a Graveling Growl, Golfton Light, and so these are all the commons. As we can see, there are light and there are shadow.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's definitely gonna be the theme here. Is a lot of angels and demons happening here.
And then there's a generic action that can be played by anybody in any deck. So if you open up a playset, you feel free to play the playset. Shadow action, generic. Trying to get through the unfun stuff to get to the worthwhile. So we got a mythic right off the bat, and that is a cold foil mythic. Raiden Duskbane. I actually don't know what this one's worth. Most of the mythics have been worth at least $30 from what I've seen.
Yeah.
So this is a light warrior weapon sword, and it's two-handed. Now what that means is that you can only have this equipped as one weapon, because if you're a warrior, you have two hands.
Exactly. Yeah, that's another mechanic. Is you can do like 2 one-handed items or 1 two-handed item, and they obviously have trade-offs between that. But the I guess to show off a little bit.
Absolutely.
Here, the kind of cold foiling. It's a little bit more subtle in this one. It's just on the actual blade itself. But yeah, they call it that because it's kind of it's not the usual like hollow foil process that we usually see with like Pokemon. Pokemon especially, it's just kind of like a wide swath across the card. But this one, it's kind of more. I don't know. I think it like highlights certain aspects. In this case, it's just here's the sword. That's kind of got that cold foil treatment to it. So
yep.
I definitely have dug the ones I've seen in person so far.
They've been really cool, and it deals with charge, which if we open up a light hero, should be very interesting to go into. We got some boots for our friends. We got an instant, which is a card that can be played at any time, instantaneously if you wish. We got an action. Oh, and we do have a light hero. We have Sir Bolton, Breaker of Dawn. So this is just this is going a little bit deeper than our format. So there are 2 main formats of Flesh and Blood. There is Classic Constructed.
Herbie brings up a good question. Will that be for sale in the store?
My deck tends to center around ninjas, so I'm willing. Yeah, that should be for sale in the store. No problem. Yeah.
Like, in theory, these are ones that Don and I are opening from our own pre-release kits. We will open. If you wanted to at least slide it in here real quick.
Yeah.
We do have some boxes of unlimited Arcane Rising and Welcome to Rathe. Those ones are definitely going to be available in the store because we're also, the point of this is we wanted to start off our singles sales at the store. But any of the cards that Don and I open, we sell to the store, and then you guys could go from there. Like I said, some of it might be pearls before swine because we're still kind of figuring out like what archetypes and stuff that we like. Like would this fit with the play style? So if Don is keen to getting rid of that sweet cold foil sword, it'll be up for sale. So yeah, we'll definitely keep people updated. And like I said, hopefully by later this week, we'll have a binder set up in the store, and I think we could also try to have that listed in part of our online inventory in the same way that we have for like the Magic and Pokemon singles. So
that'd be really cool. I feel like that would help us build the community a bit quicker. All right, just real quick. So this hero, Sirborn, there are two formats of Flesh and Blood. There's Classic Constructed and there's Blitz. The biggest difference between the two is that Blitz tends to be a faster game. So the heroes for Blitz tend to have half of the life stats that traditional Classic Constructed Flesh and Blood heroes do. So this one, Sir Bolton has 40. His Blitz counterpart, which canonically is a younger version of him, which is pretty cool. In my opinion, I like how they did that. Has 20 health. So it's meant to make the games go by a bit quicker.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's a quicker format, like the name indicates. So that was pack one. It seems like not bad.
Good start. Yeah.
You get a hero, and some sweet equipment that they can actually use. So again, not bad.
Absolutely.
And I guess we'll see how the other packs determine. But right now, it seems like you might be leaning more into the light aspect of the cards. So you probably would want to focus on those for the deck. So.
Yeah, some purity in there. Although I gotta say, I love this art on this shadow action.
Like, I usually like lean like the edgy, darker stuff. Like in Pokemon, I definitely play like a lot of like the dark ghost psychic characters just because they look cooler. And same with like Magic. My main decks are usually black and green or a mix thereof. So I don't know. I would definitely lean Shadow, but it looks cool.
Yeah, it does.
You got a sweet tree of blood, like, come on.
And we got a goblin holding a flask, for lack of a better term. Let's see, Rifted Torment. Oh, got another light one. Now, Illusionist Action Attack. That's a subtype that doesn't fit into either light or shadow, so that's just an Illusionist was a main thing in Arcane Rising, I do believe, that came out during that time period. Ooh, we got a fairly strong Shadow Attack here for 3. That is still a common. I thought that was our rare. All right, we got a rare. It's a warrior action, Dusk Path Pilgrimage. I've seen some interesting stuff about this one. It's supposed to be one of the main cards for warrior creatures coming out of this new set.
Okay.
The yellow version, so there are 3 different versions of each card in potential. The yellow, red is, if you pitch it, it gives you 1 resource to use to cast certain items. Yellow gives you 2 and blue gives you 3. That's the color differential. But the cards tend to be different and their effects tend to be slightly different.
Yeah. It's usually generally more powerful as it gets to the higher pitch count, correct?
Sometimes, but sometimes the red cards have slightly enhanced attack stats, so you want to pay to use those to attack, and then the blue cards can sometimes have higher defense, so it incentivizes holding on to those rather than pitching them, sort of like a cost-benefit analysis almost. But yeah, I'm excited to see how that works out for Warriors. Also, I think, is this a cold foil? No, it's not a cold foil, but it is a rainbow foil. First Dead rainbow foil, there we go. So we got Time Skip. Oh, we got our first. Oh no, I thought that was a hero.
Okay.
That looks like an action.
Yeah. There's a lot of text on that.
I'm gonna have to read that later. We got Glisten and another token hatchet of mine. And the wonderful thing about the tokens, they're reversible.
Oh, nice.
So I forgot to show the back side of him. And, hey, there's his younger self.
A little lad, yeah.
A little lad.
Yeah, I mean, that is cool, like you said, like that fact that it allows itself to be used for both kind of formats of the kind of classic and the blitz for the faster paced version. So
yeah. So from what I was understanding, if we're doing sort of a limited pre-release here, but if it was a full event open in the store for everybody to play, the store is supposed to have generic heroes, like in a sort of like a land station or an energy station style. So in theory, we would never miss out.
Mm-hmm.
But
and again, as we're opening stuff up for the store here, and as the store itself is opening up, we will we've already made a post about some of the future of events. Right now, it's kind of vague of like, hey, we're kind of working towards it, and as things begin to open up and we get more information, events will start making their way back in, and we're going to have a post down the line of a more concrete event schedule, what's new, what's returning, what's the classics, and then we'll also be able to down the line do Flesh and Blood events, and we'll try to have, like we said, opening stuff up for singles here, and also being able to have that pool of generic heroes as an option too. So
yep. All right, so we're opening up some generic stuff, which is very good. It's very good to pack your deck with generic stuff. It looks like we got another foil here, foil common this time. We got a Zealous Belting, which is a generic action, and I actually haven't read this card yet because I paid attention to the rares because those are the expensive things right now. But it seems like a very decent card. If there's a card in your pitch zone with attack greater than Zealous Belting's base attack, it gains Go Again. So it really incentivizes you using a strong attack and then using that one in order to gain more actions.
Nice. Yeah, Go Again. If you want to show the welcome deck that we've got.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's also as part of this, as events kind of open up again too. We do at least have a couple welcome decks that we've already opened up in sleeve. Don and I have kind of faced off with them a couple times. But Go Again, I know, is very common mechanic with that kind of ninja style of going for multiple smaller attacks that hit and kind of chain together, more so than going in for big strong strikes, and trying to two hit your opponent. So.
Death by 1,000 cuts rather than a blunt hammer. I think I saw a sneak preview. I believe we got another mythic, which I don't know if it's enhanced for pre-release kits, but I read that's only supposed to be one in every 96 packs is supposedly supposed to be. So here's our rare.
Somehow
and
all of them found their way into Don's
I was correct. We got we have Convulsions from the Bellows of Hell.
I was gonna say that's a long title.
That's a long title, and it's such a metal card. I love it. I'm gonna have to read that some closely as and our first Shadow Hero as well after the mythic.
All right. Well, now Don has his choice of playing light or dark.
All right. So we have Shadow Puppetry. The next attack action card you play this turn gains +1 attack. Go Again. And if this attack hits, look at the top card of your deck. You may banish it. Go Again. All right. So that is a lot of words on there for...
That's dark.
That's dark, yeah, right?
Ain't no Pokemon card talking about hell on it.
Yeah, right. Some Magic cards do from the old days.
Yeah. And those ones promptly got banned. Censored, yeah.
All right, and our Shadow Hero, Levia, Shadowborn Abomination. This card with 6 or more attack has been put into your banished zone this turn. Cards you own lose Blood Debt during the end phase. So Blood Debt is a new mechanic to Shadow. It's to counteract. It's sort of the opposite of the Soul mechanic, which Light has, where Light puts cards effectively underneath your hero, sort of like that. You're stacking them up, and then the hero itself gets to do something because of the Soul. Davis is looking a bit up.
Yeah, Davis.
Yeah, didn't you hear? Davis transformed into me, Paul.
Exactly, yeah. A little different facial hair this time around.
Just a bit. Yeah, so instead of playing from your soul with Shadow Heroes, which would be a little bit weird for a Shadow individual, what they do is instead they banish your cards, which is they exist outside the game, and then cards with Blood Debt can be played from outside the game for a very powerful... Thank you. For a very powerful effect, and then they deal damage to you if there's a card with Blood Debt that is exiled. So every card with Blood Debt exiled deals 1 damage to you. So it's another cost-benefit sort of analysis. And what is her opposite? The young version of her, Levia. Just straight Levia, young.
Like Liliana, am I right?
I was gonna make that joke, and I tried staying away from it. It definitely gives Liliana vibes.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so many goth girls in
right.
It's also starting with the L, because naturally my head is that too.
Liliana of the Flesh and Blood.
Of Rathe.
Liliana of Rathe.
Yeah.
All right. Third pack, halfway through. Riftbind, which I believe we've seen before.
I was gonna say, yeah. Again, now that you've actually got a Shadow Hero, it looks like you can possibly spec into that. So.
Yeah. All right, Runeblade. Whether or not you're light or dark, you can ping something for 1, if you please. Although we got a couple of cool light cards here. Brandish. Oh, this isn't the foil. I thought it was. Can't get a foil in every pack, I don't think. Although it's been very.
So far you said the ratio for those.
Yeah, the
mythics.
I was wrong. There's our foil, rainbow foil. Engulfing Light, so it must be 1 foil per pack, because that's the only one that ends up making sense.
Certainly hitting them, yeah.
Yeah, an additional cost to play Engulfing Light, you may charge your hero's soul, and it has a nice bit of reminder text in there. Charging the hero's soul is just taking a card from your hand and putting it into the soul.
Okay.
Instead of it on resolution. And then if you charge this turn, this card gains, if it hits, put this into your hero's soul.
Gotcha.
So it's all about stacking up that soul.
Yeah.
You got to become a soul man. We just watched Blues Brothers in class today, so I had to make that joke.
Have you ever watched the movie Soul Man?
I do not believe so. I didn't know that was a separate movie.
Doesn't hold up that well. It
No.
definitely goes into some weird race relation stuff.
Oh my!
Exactly, yeah.
That's not this stream.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, if I saw this right, we got double
I
rares.
was gonna say, Jesus, Don.
All right, we got Tremor of that word. If I can't pronounce it, I can't play it. If this card has been put into your banner zone this turn, Tremor of gains +2 attack. So that's it's a generic, but it seems to be playing to more of a shadow side.
Okay.
Because shadow likes to banish. So we got that. We got the second rare being Herald of Triumph, which is an attack, and attack action cards this turn have -1 attack while defending Herald of Light.
Okay.
Interesting. If Herald of Light, that's a magic card. Herald of Triumph. If Herald of Triumph hits, put it into your hero's soul, and then Phantasm, which is another new mechanic to this game. So, Phantasm reads that if the card with Phantasm is defended by a non-illusionist attack with 6 or more attack itself. So if you have, we don't have a good example. So if we had an illusionist, a non-illusionist spell card that Mike was defending with, and it had greater attack than this one, then I believe, yes, this gets destroyed and the combat chain closes. So if you defend this with a very strong attack, then the combat is just over. Effectively, you've not only deflected the attack, you've made whatever I've summoned afraid of the attack.
Nice.
And then we got another hero, so these are on supply. I have very few weapons. I have a weapon.
That sweet hatchet, though. Well, you've also got that cold.
Oh, that is true. I have that cold. I have the hatchet and I have the cold foil sword. So we have chain bound by shadow and regular old chain.
Regular old chain.
Just regular old chain. Chain. I don't know if you've ever played Payday 2. That reminds me of chains for some reason.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. That's where my mind was going. All right. One thing I don't like about these packs, sometimes they can be a little difficult to open without bending the cards.
I'm a fan of the...
Yes, so the last card, it's a token, and they implemented it as a token so they can give you a higher rate of either getting a hero or a weapon. So in this case, it's a double-sided hero, so you have the adult version on this side, and you have the young version on this side. Sometimes it will be the adult version on this side and a weapon on the back side, or something in some combination. Those can be double-sided weapon, but that's very rare. And they did that because these sets are also meant to be drafted, not just not
like we kind of talked about. Like you kind of need, if you're opening up those packs, you kind of have to have a character for the most part, and or weapons. So they're trying to seed those packs a little bit better.
Yeah, it's a very interesting way of doing it instead of adding an extra card or guaranteeing a slot.
Yeah.
Which is...
And the closest, I guess, is most recently in Magic, the War of the Spark, where you're kind of guaranteed a Planeswalker in every pack for that. So.
Yeah. All right. So we got... I don't know what's going on in this picture, but it doesn't look okay. It's a shadow action, so... picking his brain, it looks like...
Yeah. Oh, man.
So the shadow cards are very metal.
Yeah, no, I'm digging it. Yeah, that's what got me into Magic the Gathering to begin with. It was I was just a fan of the art, and then art came first, and then I learned how to play the game. Again, looking to be the same here. Oh man, there's some sweet fantasy art on these guys. So.
Absolutely. Right, and even some of these commons, this makes me think it's a higher rarity, and then you just see it's a common.
Yeah. This thing is between the arts, the big names, and a lot of text on a card. I'm like, oh man, we were just pulling awesome cards. And it's oh well.
We're pulling medium cards, but with amazing art. Look at this guy. He's riding a giant of some sort. All right. These generics actually seem very, very usable. Oh, my God, Mike, you're going to kill me. We have a foil mythic. We have a rainbow foil mythic, it looks like this time. Soul Food.
I'm getting to the point where I'm just going to be all right, well, that was my stuff. Somehow they got mixed up behind the counter. Those are my 6 that I kind of peeked into, and I snuck out all the good cards.
Did you weigh the packs? All right.
Yeah.
So Soul Food, it is a yellow, which I can't get over this name. Put Soul Food and all cards in your hand into your hero's soul. That's interesting.
Load it up.
Yeah, so if your hero really cares about your soul, rigged.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe. No, I wouldn't do that to Mike. So yeah, if you care about your hero's soul, That seems very good. And again, I feel there's tends to be blue and red versions of this, so I wonder which one of this will end up seeing like constructed play, because this seems like a very powerful effect.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, we got another piece of armor, and here's a double rares again. I feel like double rares might be standard. I feel like I'm not getting this lucky, and if I am, I need a lottery ticket. So we have Phantasmify. The next attack action card you play this turn is Illusionist in addition to its other class types, and gains +3 attack and Phantasm. If the attack is defended by a non-illusion attack, okay, so it's that same effect that if it's defended by a non-illusion with 6 or greater, cuts it down. And then we have a Herald of Judgment, which, we pulled this one already in a different color level. It's the one with Phantasm.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I mean, granted, there's a lot of just angels and heralds, and like they kind of run together, but yeah.
Right.
Like
and so we got another weapon.
Sweet hatchet.
Another sweet hatchet, and
we had hatchet of mind before. Now we got headless.
What is this? Hatchet of body.
Mind and body happening here.
Oh my! We're gonna create some wolves.
Exactly.
All right. Then we got a spectral shield token, which is something that comes out of the light heroes area. So I forget which light hero it is. It might be all of them. It might be only one of them specifically. But you can pitch cards from the soul to create a spectral shield token, and that effectively just absorbs a hit. Gotcha. So additional life. Raise main deflector shields, if it were, as it were. All right, and then last but not least, one last pack. Can we pull another foil mythic? I think that would make us 3 for 6.
Yeah, not bad.
If I remember right. And with the going rate of first edition foil mythics, we are.
Don is now retired. Yeah.
Don is now retired. We are heavy
First and
plus.
last stream with Don.
Sure. Bye, guys. I can now pay off my student loans. All right. So we got some cool shadow stuff, some cool light stuff, balancing this out. Illusionist as well. So we can go many different ways here.
I was gonna say, yeah. You're
like
open-ended here.
our pool is very balanced, and we got some decent generics. Talisman of Dowsing, which is a common, but I love that name. We do have another foil, so I think a foil is common to each pack.
Just two dudes punching each other. Can you get going closer?
Pound for pound. Let's see if we can get this.
A couple meatheads going to it.
Yeah, it's a generic action. I would think it would be a brood action, but that is a generic action. Okay. Now I see why the packs say 16 plus.
Yeah. Meatheads here.
Just when you
look away,
all right.
Pokemon.
All right, gotta read this. When you play pound for pound, if you have less health than an opponent's hero, it gains Dominate. And this is an old mechanic, but I've never played with Dominate. The defending hero can't defend pound for pound with more than one card from their hand.
Interesting.
Okay, that is very interesting.
Yeah, pound for pound. A couple questions here. How many decks in a standard? How many cards in a standard deck?
All right. So, is there a Teferi in this set? It depends on the format. So, in Classic Constructed, you build, I believe it is a 60-card deck. And then you have a equipment deck. So, like the different chest plates and boots we've been pulling is a separate deck, and those two decks together make 60 cards. And the equipment you can change based on who your opponent's hero is. That's sort of like your sideboard.
Yeah.
And then
like in between matches, you can see the hero first,
yeah.
Right? And then you can choose.
So the first thing you do is reveal the hero, and then you choose your equipment.
I've got Teferi.
Yes, Teferi is my hero. And then in Blitz, it is a 40-card deck.
So again, it's
supposed to be fast.
Games, not as intense in terms of like the decks and the layout, and then like the characters are also Blitz versions, which are usually like half the health and kind of
smaller effects, but
exactly, yeah.
It's less. All right, so we have a foil common, so nothing insane this time. Rainbow foil common. Surging Militia has +1 attack for each non-equipment card defending it. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. So if you're defending this with cards from your hand, you're just making it more powerful. But if you take your equipment and block with a helmet, it's unstable with your contrapt. Not really. The equipment you put on your character, and there's nothing like outside in your deck that accesses the equipment. The equipment is effectively just extra defense for your character that you put on prior. So you're suiting up instead of your warrior going to battle with just a t-shirt and jeans on. They're going in with van braces and boots and a chest plate and everything like that.
Although if you sell that pound for pound, you don't even need a shirt.
Yeah, you don't even need a shirt. You just
with a couple of these and some pants.
Yeah. All right, Halo of Illumination.
And then also,
What's up?
Logan mentioned, where was it? So yeah, you can play to your strengths.
Yes, play.
Yeah, exactly. So you can kind of
That's
get
exactly the point.
A little bit of seeing what they've got, and then you're like, all right, well, I know he's got this illusionist character, so I'm gonna, lean this way in terms of the equipment. So.
Yeah, there's some equipment from Arcane Rising specifically that defends against arcane damage or from magic damage. So you might want to play that if you're playing a heavy illusionist opponent. Otherwise, there's no real point in having it on. All right.
Looking cool.
Yeah, looking cool. Yeah, right. All right, yeah, Halo.
I play Flesh and Blood for the fashion. That's
for the
I
fashion.
just want to style up my character. I don't care about winning, but
I
as
mean,
long as they see my sweet sword that I've got.
Look at this sweet skin. All right, Battle Blitz. If you've charged this turn, go again. I believe we've seen that one.
Yes, yeah.
And then Out Muscle, which I don't believe we've seen. Oh, Cracked Bauble. Have to explain that one after this. While Out Muscle isn't defended by a card with equip or greater attack, it gains Go Again. Okay, interesting. So, while Out Muscle isn't defended by a card with equip, or equal, my bad, equal or greater attack, I can read, it gains Go Again. So if you're defending this with, okay, a 6 attack, if you're defending this with 4 attack, it gains Go Again, and it seems like a real bad time for you. Because Go Again is, you gain another action. You gain Fashion and Blood. There we go. Yeah, so each turn you have a single action point, and this is for both Classic, Constructed, and Blitz, as well as every format. And this one action you perform is an attack. And unless it says Go Again, you don't gain another action, and you end your turn after that. So going again, like we were explaining earlier, is kind of a really cool thing. So Cracked Bauble. What is Cracked Bauble? Cracked Bauble is a reprint, and it's the only card I believe to be reprinted or printed in all 4 sets. Effectively, what it reads is if you do not have enough cards to create a deck, you can have as many Cracked Baubles in your deck to fill up the space. And a store is supposed to have like a land station or an energy station of Cracked Baubles to supplement this. So they're really trying to get you to be like, hey, it's all right if you didn't pull everything. Here, have some like extra lands. Yeah. Exactly. And the opposite side is nothing because it's a bauble. All right, so that's my seal pull. I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, seems pretty good. And then also, if you want to show them again the promos, you can
absolutely
kind of like flip them. But yeah, like again, as part of the pre-release kits, everybody was guaranteed the light promo and the shadow promo. So again, kind of. You could also use those towards your sweet deck. So, and again, in this case, like, granted we just kind of glanced at it, but like Don seems to have capabilities to go, light or shadow. So.
Absolutely, I'm looking forward to trying to amalgamate that together.
Yeah, I think not this stream, but I think maybe next stream or future stream we'll kind of make our decks offhand and kind of work from there. Yeah. But,
so the bauble. So
yeah, Logan asks, does the bauble actually do anything?
All right. So I'll put this here to explain. So the bauble has no pay, like you can't play it for any cost because it has no cost, it has no attack, and it has no defense. It does one specific thing, and that's pitch for your ability to play something else. So this is a yellow bauble, and they do come in all 3 colors like everything else. So yeah, you can kind of see it. It has these 2 symbols up in the corner. That means if you take this card from your hand and you put it into your pitch zone, you gain 2 resources to play anything with. And those resources can be used to play anything with a cost in the top corner here. So this one, our muscle has 1 resource. I buy a box of flesh to do I get a fabled passage from.
We can discuss that.
We'll discuss that later.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, so the bauble is, think of it as like an additional energy or an additional land in your deck for Pokemon or for Magic. It's there to not only fill out your deck count, it's there to make sure. I thought you were saying Cracked Bauble. I'm sorry. Bottle, not bauble. My bad. That pronunciation can go bad. Yes, this is it's also a cracked. This could be used as a bottle if you really wanted to.
Yeah, exactly. It works. It's cracked, but
but yeah, so it's there to fill out your deck and to give you something that you can use as a resource, not necessarily to give you an advantage over another player. But yeah, I'm interested that we actually pulled one of those in a pack. I thought they had a higher rate than that, but it's a good thing they're not.
You're too busy pulling actual.
Yeah, pulling actual.
I'm sure my 6-packs all baubles all the time.
Yes, bauble. All right, let's get into Mike's sealed pull now. Now this is completely fair and equal. Mike opened up all of his packs. We'll see. Up. almost. We'll just do it the hard way.
And again, we will, if time permits, we'll still try and crack open some cards for the store. Because again, these ones are Don and myself got the promo kits, which again is just 6 packs of first edition Monarch, and we just wanted to see kind of what we got. So these ones are technically ours. We might sell them to the store for singles too, but the other packs that we're going to open are actually for the store's singles inventory to start that off. So.
Yeah. Well, it looks like you got a pretty good balance as well so far. You got one of these, Seek Enlightenment. I did not get one of those. It's a light action. You might have to be on the side of purity this time around.
Let's see.
You did get a foil, so that's good news. We'll see what it is in exactly a second. Zealous Belting again. We got the Giant Rider. Ghostly Visit. Binding Beam. Okay, so it's a foil common. Overload. It's red, and it's when you play it, Dominate. The defending hero can't defend Overload with more than 1 card from their hand, and if Overload hits, go again. Seems decent.
Not bad, yeah.
You got Dreamweavers.
Good song.
Good, yeah, right. Not just metal names. Dusk Path of Pilgrimage.
I was gonna say that one you got as well.
I did, but I get a foil of it.
That looks cool. I don't know if that's good or not.
All right.
Sorry,
I
looked ahead. Yeah.
That does look cool. So you got action, and you got Galaxy Black.
That's what they call me.
Once per turn, you can pay a blood to attack. If you played a card from your banished zone this turn, it gains +2 attack until end of turn, and if it hits a hero, deal 1 arcane damage to that hero. That seems solid for a Shadow, and it's back.
Is that a flip one?
Yes, it is. And you got a Shadow Runeblade token aura.
Soul Shackle.
So this is a Black's mechanic as well. It's effect. I don't know how much time we have, but so what auras are is that they come from instant auras. So you play the instant aura, and if anybody who plays Magic is in this chat was as confused as I was when I first read this, don't worry. You play the instant aura, the instant has some effect, and then it leaves behind a dude. And this dude, which would be this guy, can be attacked. So it's like sort of like a planeswalker.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it can attack and it can be attacked. And if it's dealt lethal damage, it usually has health here, but this appears to just be a generic one. Then it dies. So you effectively got a planeswalker token in your.
Yeah, something to like maybe distract you with or have a
all right.
second source. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Do you only have 5 packs here? I count 4, 5. Oh, there's the 6. Yep. Okay. I can do math.
Not only am I going to get bad cards, I also get less.
You also get less. Challenge accepted. All right, so you got Rip Through Reality, which again, great name, shadow card. So we already know where the most popular stuff is. All right, looks like you're building a decent shadow pool here as well, and illusionists. Second Swing, Herald of Rebirth, Load, Void Wrath, Binding Beam, another Zealous Belting. We're gonna have a lot of those. Surging Militia, Dreamweaver again. Oh, we got a cold foil.
Ooh.
Hooves of the Shadow Beast. Whenever a card with 6 or more power is put into your banished zone, you may destroy Hooves of the Shadow Beast. If you do, gain 1 action point.
What rarity is that? I can't quite see.
I believe it is cold. It's a common cold foil. So it's not a mythic cold foil, but it's still a cold foil.
Ripped Through Reality.
Ripped Through Reality, absolutely. And it has Battle Worn. So this is an equipment. What Battle Worn is if you use this equipment to defend, so like if you use your helmet to defend, it gets destroyed.
So I've already got damaged equipment.
You got damaged equipment. Maybe I did stack these. Oh, but you got...
Damaged equipment?
Yeah.
No, so it's Battle Worn.
Yeah.
The whole idea is that if it's used, it gets... Or it gets become less. So it gets 1 defense. In this case, it pops.
So you're getting the sweet, like, mythic cold foil swords. I'm getting hand-me-down shoes.
Hey, you have a mythic in here as well. I looked ahead and I saw. You have a mythic in here as well.
I get my older brother's shoes.
You get your older brothers. All right, yeah. Howl of the Beyond, and here's your mythic. Exclude Confidence.
Exude
Or
confidence.
exude confidence.
I
I
was gonna
can't
say,
read.
You can
Oh, I'm.
exclude
yeah.
confidence.
I can
bro.
exclude a confidence all I want.
Yeah,
I thought you were a teacher.
Don't tell me what I do with my confidence.
All right. When exude confidence isn't defended by a card with equal or greater attack, the defending hero can't play or activate instants or defense reactions in this combat chain.
Okay.
And it has an instant effect, blood, so 3 resources.
Uh-huh.
Exude confidence gains +2 attack. Activate this ability only while exude confidence is attacking. That's an interesting card. That seems very powerful for a generic action.
Yeah.
And then you have a token. You have an Iris of Reality.
I say that goes good with my Galaxy Sword. It looks cool.
Yes, it does. During your action phase, illusionist auras you control are weapons with 4 attack and once per action. Blood attack. Go again.
Not bad, yeah.
And then your flip is a spectral shield token. So you got to indicate your shields. Can't use dice for those.
Yeah.
I mean, you can, but you don't have to now.
Now I've got sweet token.
Yeah. All right. Next up on the chopping block, for your consideration,
Yeah, please.
Ravenous Meat Axe.
Hell yeah.
Oh, this is upside down. Spoilers.
We're gonna see that Medax again. Don't
Yes,
worry.
we are. All right. I don't think you've opened a hero yet.
Yeah, you know.
Graveling Growl, Arcane Crackle. Mike is going to be playing with no hero.
It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna. Can I play with the cracked bauble?
Can I play with the cracked bauble as my hero? I'll allow it.
I was gonna say, you got what, 3 of them?
I got
2
3.
shadow, 1 light.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see. Getting some weapons though, apparently.
You are, so like you're going to be able to beat me with your used boots and your.
Just, yeah, a sentient stack of swords that I've got fighting you.
All right, got a rainbow foil here. Rift Torment. You may play Rift Torment from your banished zone. If you do, deal 1 arcane damage to target hero, and it has Blood Debt. So shadow card. If the name didn't give it away.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the name, the art, the blood debt.
Yeah, Gallantly Gold. Which you got another equipment. You got another one of these Dust Path pilgrimages. You got another mythic.
Book.
You got a book. You got a
yeah.
Tome of Torment. You may play Tome of Torment from your banished zone. That's pretty cool. Draw a card.
Not bad.
And Blood Debt. But draw a card.
Yeah, I like cards.
Cards are
And it
good.
looks like I've got a character.
You do finally. You got a Levia.
Although this is like, is that baby Levy?
It is baby Levia. So you don't have adult Levia. But you know what she has on her back?
Yeah, I know. She's got that meat.
A meat axe. See, sometimes they are both heroes and
Sometimes you grow up to be a meat axe.
which I find really funny that on this side she is she is actually a brute. She is actually a brute hero, which goes really well since the one on her back is a brute weapon.
Yeah. Okay.
Too bad you can't separate them out and play both. I mean,
That's exactly right down the
you know,
right across it.
I'll allow it.
Fillet these cards.
Fillet them. All right, so you've gotten some pretty good, generically powerful shadow cards. All right.
You know, you're pretty generically powerful.
I don't know if that's an insult or
Yeah,
like
exactly, yeah. Well, thank you.
thanks, I guess. Bolt of Courage. Very nice. Herald of Protection. Ghostly Visit, which I gotta say I feel like was a magic card before anything else.
Yeah. I got Seek Enlightenment. That's the one that I got again. Yeah.
Yeah, you got another Seek Enlightenment. You got Spew Shadow.
Got that little dude.
You got a Minnowism, I think.
Minnowism. Yep.
All right, and a Rainbow Foil. This one's a rare Rainbow Foil.
Okay.
Valiant.
Valiant Thrust.
Yeah, Valiant Thrust. I was reading that right. If you've charged this turn, Valiant Thrust gains +3 attack. That's a very good light card.
I want shadow cards.
But you want shadow cards.
What's going on here?
Well, you got a helmet too. How does that feel?
Got a hat finally.
You have a shadow. You have got a rare 2 shadow brute action attack, so you can attack. Okay, I believe. Yes, I got one of these as well. Okay. All right.
Beast Tusk.
Yep.
Hulk.
A prismatic shield, which is an instant. Very good.
Now, I got
And
the lady.
you got lady again, but you got another ravenous me.
All right. Well, now I can choose 1 lady, 1 axe, or 2 ladies, 2 axes. The world is my oyster, Don.
You're thinking of a guy with 2 knives.
So yeah, it's pretty sweet.
All right.
We're getting down to the last 2 packs. Ooh,
You got another Galaxy Black.
Galaxy Blast.
Too bad it's a two-handed weapon, so you can't wield 2 of them.
Can't stop me.
Arcane Crackle. You got a Lightning Bolt, is what I'm going to start calling that. This is a two-handed weapon. How are you carrying two of them? I have 4 arms.
I'm playing 2 ladies.
There you go. Another Minnowism. I think you got one of each color Zealous Beating.
Good.
I don't know what that's going to mean for anybody, but you got one of each
Probably
color.
not good for you.
Oh, Memorial Ground. This card is supposed to be a pretty good common. Put target attack action with cost 0 from your graveyard on top of your deck.
Okay.
Some good reuse. Ghostly Visit.
Street Fighter?
Thank you, Royce. I needed that. I'm hitting up.
All right, thanks for stopping by.
Take care.
Good seeing you, man. Get some sleep. I know you said you didn't get some sleep, or you got too much sleep last time. That's why I didn't stop by. But thanks for coming on out, Logan.
Yeah, always need sleep. Got a Ghostly Visit. Foil.
Nice.
To go with your non-foils.
Oh, yeah.
And then you got...
It's like a sweet dress.
You do have a sweet dress. Blood Drop Brocade.
Uh-huh.
Generic equipment chest. It has an instant effect. Destroy it. Gain resource. Activate this ability only if you have dealt or been dealt damage this turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Cracking open my dress.
Yeah. Right.
What's that, Don?
I mean, you're not wrong. You got a rare, another one of those tremors that I can't pronounce.
Yeah. Tremor somewhere.
Oh yeah, you got another shadow hero.
Oh, hell yeah. You got Chain.
You got Chain. Unhallowed Rites, which is a shadow attack action.
Okay.
So you're leaning shadow.
I guess I'm stuck playing shadow.
And
now,
your other one? Okay.
Chain into the Galaxy Black, yeah. So I got my option. But again, that's Baby Chain.
That is Baby Chain.
Little
Although
chain.
I believe for pre-release you're supposed to play baby versions of heroes.
Before you became 2 Chain.
Before it became 2 Chain.
Yeah.
I now exist in a world where a 2 Chains joke has been made in a TCG stream. I think this is complete now. Alright. Last pack. Shadows. You're getting pretty good shadow pulls.
Yeah, just leave it at that. Yeah, I don't need any more lights.
Well, you gotta cross the line. And a Herald of Rebirth.
Hell yeah, now I got my meatheads too. I got my...
Oh, yep, pound for pound.
At some point in the future soon, we're actually playing these decks. I want pound for pound versus pound for pound to play against each other.
Pound for pound tribal, let's go. Okay, Stony Wuttenhog, I believe.
What'd you call me?
I called you a red 2 resource generic attack action with while Stony Wuttenhog is defended by less than 2 non-equipment cards, it is +1 attack with 6 attack.
Okay.
So you're a very strong.
Through, yeah.
You're a strong Wuttenhog. You got another one of these. All right. Oh, we have a foil. It is a rainbow foil. Hard to tell sometimes.
Void Wraith.
You may play Void Wraith from your banish zone, so it's another shadow card. It has Blood Debt, and it's just a shadow attack action.
Not bad.
So yeah, there you go. You got Stubby Hammers. Again, what do you? Don't insult me.
You don't have to tell people that. I told you that in confidence, and then.
Right, your rare is Merciful Retribution, which is Light Illusionist Aura. Instant Aura, my bad. There's a lot of words on that card. Whenever an aura or an attack action card you control is destroyed, deal 1 arcane damage to target hero. If it's a non-token light card, put it in your hero's soul. Okay. And it has Spectra, which Merciful Retribution can be attacked. When Merciful Retribution becomes the target of an attack, destroy it and close the combat chain.
Okay.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Except it's light, so I'm never going to use it. Although
You got a light hero, there you go.
Yeah.
Howl from Beyond.
Hell yeah.
You may play Howl from Beyond from your banish zone. The next attack action card play this turn gains +1 attack. Go again. Blood Debt. That's a lot of good words. Like that in isolation, I'm happy with almost any of those lines on a card.
Good title, good art.
Right, and you have a hero. Prism. Once per turn, instant blood, banish a card from your Prism soul, create a spectral shield token. This is probably going to be one of the more generic blitz heroes that I think are going to be very good. And your opposite, Iris of Reality.
Okay.
I don't think you've got a card that makes Iris of Reality. But you have 2 of them now.
Good.
Good.
Look at them, yeah.
Yes. All right, so there's your sealed pool.
Not bad. And again, just a quick reminder, we both get these
Yes.
the promo cards, Ray of Hope and the Eclipse Existence. So again, in theory, pop those into your deck.
What we're saying is Mike gets to play Eclipse's Existence, and I get to choose one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've kind of found my way into shadow characters, and has something both.
All right, so it's...
Sometimes I don't know if you want to stick around down. I was going to say.
Yeah, sure.
I'd say maybe we open up a couple packs from Welcome to Rathe and a couple packs of the Arcane Rising.
So-
And I get a taste about that.
Sounds good. You crack that one, I'll crack.
So we can dip into the rest of these later on, and like we said, these ones are going to be for the stores. So these will be available in the single binder this week. So.
Oh, and in case you didn't know that you can draft this, it says so on the side of the box if you ever buy a box. It's like, hey, instead of cracking this for no value, how about you draft?
Yeah.
The mentality of a Magic player shows through.
Exactly. Yeah.
And if I remember right, if somebody comes in for, I don't know if we still have I know we don't have the promos for Welcome to Rathe, but I believe we have promos for
I think
Arcane Rising still?
sold-
Or did we sell
I
those?
mean, not sold them.
But we gave them out
yeah,
as,
it's like,
yeah.
Buy pack. So I was going to mention that too. Like, there's no like buy box promo necessarily for some of them. Like the. You want to do one, two, four. Let's see 4 and 4.
4 and 4? Okay. 4 and 4 it is. Do these feel loose to you? They feel kind of loose to me. Maracas.
I like that smart guy.
Do not know what he's called. I have not opened I haven't opened any Arcane Rising. I have opened 2 boxes of Welcome to Rathe.
Okay. I'm dressed like that smart guy.
All right, next week when we come back to play these decks, you need to be dressed like Mr. Smug. Hey, we even have or Mrs. Smug. Who knows?
You know?
Yeah, no, I'm not going to judge. All right.
We'll find the card and we'll see what they say.
All right. I guess start for Welcome to Rathe since it was the first set.
We can go back and back.
Yeah, back and forth.
Yeah,
Sure.
feels right.
I'm trying to remember. I know there are 2 cards in Welcome to Rathe that are, since these are unlimited, they're both worth 300 plus.
Okay.
But they are
Yeah,
mythics.
yeah.
They are mythics. So we're going to need to.
Yeah, luck out. I don't know. You got.
I'll say I've gotten some good luck. All right. So let's. There we go. Unmovable. Good defense.
And so obviously we're not going to see the light and shadow mechanics. And these ones is going to be
Right.
more so based off of what the brutes,
Yeah.
like warrior, ninja, all the other.
Yeah. So far we've opened up 4 generics. However.
Okay.
5 generics. Six generic. Oh boy. Oh, here we go. Ninjas.
I was going to say.
This is the deck I'm playing personally, because ninjas are cool, and they like punching things. But we do have a foil here. It's a foil common, Buckling Blow. It is a yellow Guardian action attack, and it has Crush. If Buckling Blow deals 4 or more damage to a hero, put a -1 shield counter on target equipment they control.
Oh, nice.
So,
cracking their equipment.
yeah, I mean, I guess that's what Crush is.
Yeah.
I crush you. All right, we got Debilitate, Primal Bellow, Cartilage Crush, Iron Song Response, Leg Tap, another ninja. I'm sorry, I'm predisposed to notice ninjas.
No, that's fine.
Nature's Path Pilgrimage, so sort of like the opposite.
Looks, same kind of art.
Actually, yeah. Let me hold on.
If not the exact same, yeah.
Okay, I was hoping I had it in this top stack here, but I don't. I think you do.
So, yeah.
One of us do.
Pretty sure it's the second.
Maybe we both imagine pulling
Yeah,
that
yeah.
card. Oh no, here's the foil. Similar
I was
art.
gonna say yeah, Dusk Path.
Okay, so I guess the pilgrimage might be a cycle. Head jab, which ouch. And this one,
Speaking of ninjas,
we have a Katsu. The first time an attack action you control hits each turn, you may discard a card with cost 0. If you do, search your deck for a card with combo, banish it face up, and then shuffle your deck. You may play it this turn. I do not believe we opened any combo cards, but combo cards have effects where they go off of each attack. So head jab is a part of a combo,
yeah.
and I believe it's Rising Knee Thrust is the other part of this combo. So if you played a card called Head Jab when you played before you played Rising Knee Thrust, you get to do something special.
Okay.
And your opposite side is Bravo. Guardian Hero Young.
Look at that guy.
He's a guy.
Gaston.
Gaston, yes. I was trying to think of that. There we go. Great.
Yeah, what's up, Charlie?
Great minds think alike. Go ahead, put him on the card cam. He needs to be seen.
I was like, how much of it seems very intentional, or how much of it are we bringing to it? I'm like, this seems.
It seems very intentional. I mean, and maybe it was an homage, and so they won't get so Disney won't, so the House of Mouse won't be.
Hey, you keep that between us.
All right, so this is my first pack of Arcane Rising. So I don't know what cards are expensive in here. I don't know what cards are good in here.
Hey man, I'm just here for some sweet wizard. So in the same way that you want ninja cards, I think if I were to have my my choice, I would try to make a wizard deck, like illusionist or different archetypes like that. So I'm here for those cards.
All right, so we have Rangers introduced in this one. I do not wait, wizard action. Mike's getting there.
Yeah.
Foil rare, which might be good. Pedal to the Metal. All right. If Pedal to the Metal hits, your next action this turn gains Dominate. The defending hero can't defend this attack with more than one card from their hand.
Nice.
And Boost. As an additional cost to play Pedal to the Metal, you may banish the top card of your deck if it's a Mechanologist card.
Sure. Yeah. That's
Sure.
A different kind of archetype. Yeah.
Yeah. Pedal to the Metal gains Go Again.
Okay.
That seems pretty cool.
You gotta play no Mechanologist.
I don't know anything about Mechanologists. Oh, hey, here's another Mechanologist action. I say words, and then we learn.
Exactly.
Locked and Loaded. Okay, so there are a bunch of puns in here, and
I guess I'll play a Mechanologist.
yeah, right. All right, Ridge Rider Shot. Bloodspill Invocation. That one looks cool. Aura Stay in the... Oh, hey, here's a reminder text. This might be one of the first auras printed. Aura Stay in the arena until they are destroyed. Go Again. When an attack action you control hits, destroy Bloodspill Invocation and create a rune chant token. When your hero is dealt damage, destroy Bloodspill Invocation. Okay, so auras are enchantments.
Yeah, they stick around until it looks like
something happened.
Yeah.
So Magic players, auras are enchantments. I know that they've been errated to that, but it's still weird to me.
Still weird to me, damn it.
Reverberate.
I like the title of this one.
That's a red card. Like in Magic, that's a red card. Here it's a yellow card, but now it's a red card.
Twisted.
Oh Lord. Dawn of the Dark Dimension.
Hell yeah.
That Dawn of the Dark Dimension costs Bloodlust 2.
And this predates the Shadow stuff.
Yeah.
That's a very Shadow sounding name. So.
All right, so I don't know if it's specifically for our Monarch pre-release packs, but we did not get 2 rares here. We got a bunch of commons and a foil rare.
Interesting. Okay.
So maybe they seeded the Monarch packs.
That would make sense as part of the first edition. I was gonna say, I don't think it mentions on the card that it's first edition. Correct? Am I crazy?
Let's see here. Maybe it has something to do with the set code.
Yeah. I was gonna say, unless it's something more subtle in that way, but Mon 202.
Yeah, Mon 248.
Okay.
And then the artist's name, and then the copyright.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, even the packs, unless it says on an unlimited pack, or no, I guess unlimited packs mentioned on there.
Yes, they do. Yes. So the packs mention them, but how do we tell the? Well, the cold foils you can only pull in first edition.
Yeah, exactly. So.
And those tend to be the most expensive ones. So I guess it only matters in transients. All right, so we got Kano, which is a wizard hero. There you go. You can build a Blitz wizard. You only get 15 life with that, though.
I don't remember us opening up our Mortal Kombat cards. See what's going on?
We got it. And a pistol.
Oh man, a mech pistol.
A mech pistol. Action. Remove a steam counter. Okay, so we're going steampunk.
Yeah.
Remove a steam counter from Techo Plasma Pistol attack. Action Blood. If there's no steam counters on it, put a steam counter on it and go again. Okay. Well, I mean, Mechanologist.
I was gonna say, I guess we're playing a Mechanologist for these ones now.
Yeah, right. I mean, oh wait, we've opened up more pre-release. Oh boy. All right. Generic action attack. So a lot of generics in Welcome to Rathe. It is a monk. In fact, I would expect this to be a monk action, but there are no monk tribe.
Like, yeah. They gotta differentiate it.
Pummel. We had Fighting Boys. Now we have Pummel. That's a chest equipment. We're gonna keep moving. Energy Potion. Instant destroy energy potion. Gain 2 blood.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an item. I think I don't know if auras replaced items, but that seems like an aura sort of thing.
Yeah. Like you would kind of leave it out there and then crack it for energy later on.
We may want to look this one up. I know there's something like that that is worth something, but I don't know if it's that. Barging Beatdown. So there's your rare.
Question, what does blood do?
Blood is your resource.
Yeah.
So it like mana or like energy. I don't know if that's its official name. It would make sense if it was. But
we have a card here because on there we've got here's one. Here's like one that kind of shows the cost and.
Yeah.
So here at the top left, you can see you can crack it. It has it would give you 3 blood as the resource, and then at the top left here,
it would cost.
Kind of trying to get into focus here, but Pummel costs 2 to play, so I would need to have at least 2 blood to be able to actually play this one. And you can crack open. This one has like 1 that you can crack for a resource, but you can also discard pitch, they call it, multiple to kind of build it up.
Yeah.
So like you can pitch 2 single blood ones to kind of pay for that 2 cost on Pummel.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if blood is the official resource name. It looks a lot like it should be.
Yeah, it's flesh and blood. It's one or the other.
Right. So you need to pay 2 flesh.
Exactly. Ooh, yeah. All
right. So we got you rising the thrust.
Yeah, this was part of the combo you said, correct?
Yes, this is correct. So combo if leg tap was last played. So it combos with leg tap, which is a card we haven't opened, but we might have it in. Yes, we do. So we do have a leg tap. I'm glad I looked ahead. So this is leg tap. It is a red version of it, but it just says go again, 4 action attack, whatever. Yes, they have.
Got a lot darker.
Yeah, right.
I haven't seen Pikachu in a while. Is he okay? Everybody's just getting like leg tapped and then kicked in the
and then rising knee thrusted.
Exactly, yeah. Ash, are you okay?
Ash, are you okay? This is not what a gym battle is supposed to be.
Yeah, a lot more physical.
All right. So we play leg tap hypothetically in the combat chain. Then we play rising knee thrust combo. If leg tap was the last action in this combat chain, so this one, rising knee thrust gains +2 attack and go again.
Yeah, and I guess it would also behoove you to kind of know some of the combos, because if if you had leg tap and you played that, I'm like, all right, well, chances are he's probably going to build up to that combo, and I might want to stomp out the combo now and like cancel beforehand, or maybe you're just feinting, maybe you're just pretending like, ooh, I'm just opening up a little leg tap, and then oh, I didn't actually have that second combo piece, but I made you waste a good card to try and defend it. So
yeah,
again, that's kind of what it's all about. It's a lot about the back and forth of attacks and defenses, and the head games of trying to have them anticipate something.
Absolutely.
What is the fighting game term for those head games? There's an actual.
Oh, I have no clue. I don't play fighting games. My friend who plays Melee would know.
Yeah, I was gonna say it is like a fighting game community term for like those head games. But yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, you tap my leg, and then you need me in the face.
And then you need me. Well, I mean, this guy just punched you.
Yeah, that's at least I know I'm dealing with there.
Gruel smash. Oh, hey, we got.
What?
So okay, so this is actually really good to explain the different colors. So this is a red version of it. So if it's not painfully obvious, it's pause buffering. Thank you. It is absolutely correct. Pause buffering. So we have Wrecker Romp, which is a red version, and we have a Wrecker Romp, which is a yellow version. So we can see,
as told or as differentiated at the top, there's kind of a thin bar of red, yellow, or blue.
You can also differentiate it by its cost to pitch.
Exactly.
So red is always you gain 1 resource when you pitch it. Yellow is always you gain 2. Blue is you always gain 3. So these two actually cost the same amount of resources to cast, which is not always the case, but here we go. We have an additional cost to play Wrecker Romp, discard a card at random. So those are the same, but here's where we get the difference. Red has 8 attack, yellow has 7.
Okay.
So everything costs the same, everything equal. They have the same defense. This deals 1 less damage than this.
Gotcha.
And the reason you would play yellow, some amount of yellow over red, it's because it gains you more resources.
Yeah, it depends on what your deck kind of would need more of at the time. Whether you're doing bigger damage, or it's like, hey man, I just need more blood for these higher cost abilities. So.
Absolutely. There's a lot of deep strategy here, and we got a blue rising knee thrust.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So I can now knee Mike in the chin again. Stoke of Foresight, and we got a weapon.
Biting blade.
Biting blade, and hey, another cracked bauble.
Our favorite.
Our bubble.
Fan favorite, yeah, cracked bauble. That's a one-sided one. I guess did they have two-sided ones in Welcome?
They didn't, because in theory you're playing this in your deck, and not everybody has sleeves.
Yeah.
So the idea is you just shuffle it up like this, and nobody wants to know what your bobble is.
Who's playing unsleeved, Don?
Who's playing unsleeved? I don't know. Somebody just getting into the game. Like you crack open your Monarch First Edition. You build your previous. You get a cold foil.
My $2,000 card, just playing it.
You don't know the value of it is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, oh,
You riffle shuffle it.
yeah.
You riffle shuffle the Black Lotus and play it on the concrete.
Yeah, my game store doesn't allow events, so I'm just kind of playing out in the parking lot right now with my $5,000 card. Yeah.
Me and the boys playing on the hood of a car. Just had an oil change, so there's some stains on it. Don't worry.
They slid right off.
Oh my. I was really hoping Paul was there for the Black Lotus. All right.
He's out selling cars right now.
Yeah. More Arcane Rising. Whisper of the Oracle. Force Sight. Not Foresight.
Yeah.
Force Sight.
Yeah.
All right.
The force be with you.
Hey, we missed it by a couple of days.
Exactly, yeah.
6 days. Oh,
By 6, yeah.
here's a rare. Absorb. We got a super too. I'll explain that in a minute. Absorbent Aether. It is a blue 1-cost wizard defense reaction. The next card you play this turn with an effect that deals arcane damage instead deals that much arcane damage plus 2. So, very interesting. And we got a super rare, which is mythics are, which is the red M. I pulled 3 of them. If you forgot.
It's like, yeah, in
case you forgot. In case I got a dunk on Mike. Appear 1 in 96 packs. From my understanding, supers appear 1 in 26 packs. Actually, it might be 1 in 24 packs. So you're effectively guaranteed one box.
Each box is 24, correct?
Each box is 24.
It's not the Magic 36. It's the Pokemon 24 per box.
Yes, and with 15 card booster packs, I don't know how many cards are in a Poke Pack, but I know 15 is in Magic.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's I think it's 10 for Pokemon.
All right. So you have a Mechanologist action item. Action, Blood. If there are no steam counters on Induction Chamber, put a steam counter on it and go again. Once per turn attack reaction, remove a steam counter from Induction Chamber. Target Mechanologist pistol gains action, go again. So this combos with the pistol we opened up.
Tech pistol, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we're playing the Mechanologist now.
Absolutely. We got Zap.
Zap.
Zap is a yellow 0-cost wizard action. Deal 2 arcane damage to target hero.
That's a foil one too.
It is a foil. It is a rainbow foil. It is Shock for our Magic friends.
Yeah, you too.
It is Shock. We got Throttle, which is a common. Ridge Rider Shot. Zipper Hit. Spellblade Strike. Aether Flare. Read the Runes. Reverberate. Oh, we got a bow. This actually seems really cool. So it's a ranger weapon if bows weren't.
Oh, Death Dealer. Okay, so that one I know was one of the.
It was a promo, right? Yeah.
I was gonna say because somebody I remember they came by and they bought a box and I had them roll first when they got the Death Dealer.
So the cold foil was the
Yes,
promo.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's the difference. So first edition you get the cool cold foils. Unlimited edition you get rainbow foils and that's it. So if you want value, like if you're a trader,
Sure.
collector, go for first ed. If you want to play this game, I suggest going for Unlim. And we got Rune Chant. So Rune Chant is an ability of wizards. Not all of them have it. When you play an attack action card or attack with a weapon, destroy Rune Chant and deal 1 arcane damage to target opposing hero. So sometimes you can gain these, sort of like how we gain shield tokens in Monarch,
Gotcha.
and then we can use them to do stuff. All right.
Getting down to a last 4. We got 2 raised, 2 arcane.
Yeah.
We'll probably leave it at that.
Absolutely.
We might crack more off camera to bolster out the binders, but for now we just kind of wanted to dip into it here.
Absolutely. We got to get people excited. Hey, we got the 2 Nimbleisms.
Also, question very late to this book: are those cards double-sided? Yes.
Yes.
The last card in each pack, at least after it looks like Arcane Rising and onward, were double-sided tokens to kind of allow for seemingly better chance to get either a weapon, like weapons and equipment for your dudes, or a dude themselves. Whereas the other ones, the initial ones, were just kind of one-sided. So.
Yes.
So especially if you're trying to draft, because like we mentioned at the beginning, the tokens, that makes sense. Yep.
Yep.
Because you need a hero and or some weapons to actually play the game. So they're kind of, increasing the chance for drafting that you actually have to get characters. So that was a really question Don and I had for each other, because we didn't really know that much when we got our promo kits. We're like, well, we're guaranteed these promo cards, but it's like that's not heroes or equipment. How are we actually going to play?
Can't all my cards just be double-sided?
Yeah, wait a minute.
I mean, then like, how do you play without sleeves? Double-sided baubles. There we go.
Exactly. Yeah.
Baubles are the backside.
Like that's what sleeves. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's the dream is get the value of doubling up on all that. But for right now, yeah, it's just the token ones at the end. And also some of them are kind of like different marker cards, like you said, like the baubles and different things.
Yeah.
Kind of demarcate like what abilities certain characters have, like the rune chant and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So we got a foil head jab this time.
You're gonna give me with the foil. Or no, wait, it was the leg tap.
The leg tap that we needed. Blockade blow, primeval bellow. Great. Smash into another head jab.
Nice.
Blue this time. Binding blade and surging strike, which is a really cool card. We didn't get a double, did? Nope, we did. I just had my hand over it. Romping club.
Romping club.
Brute weapon.
We romping tonight, boys.
And we got a ninja hero, another ninja hero. This is the grown-up Katsu. So the first time an attack action you control hits each turn, you may discard a card with cost 0. If you do, search your deck for a card with combo, banish it face up, shuffle your deck, you may play it this turn. So same effect, just adult Katsu.
Better, and then I'd assume at least about double health, right?
Double health.
Yeah, he's got 40, the baby version had 20.
Yeah.
Gaston, I forgot about Gaston.
Yeah, Gaston. No, you can never forget Gaston.
Exactly, yeah, and that's just baby Gaston too.
Right, I can't wait to see big Gaston.
Del Bravo, just happened to him. The Lord, so deep.
Oh no, I missed it. There we go. All right, Flesh and Blood, Arcane Rising. All right, push the point, which is something you do in a debate and in battle if you want to be.
Don, what's the difference, really, when you think about it?
One kill somebody.
Which one is my point?
I'm not saying which. That's for you to decide. That's for our viewers at home to decide. All right, we got a rare. We got two rares. Oath of the Arcanite. Your next Rune Blade attack gains +3 attack. Create a Rune Chant token, which is the token we saw before, and
thankfully we got one of those.
And go again. Other rare, Plunder Run, which is just a generic action. The next time an attack action you control hits this turn, draw a card. If Plunder Run is played from your arsenal, which is a zone we didn't end up talking about, but we can talk about that when we actually play the game. If Plunder Run is played from the arsenal, the next attack action card you play gains +1 attack, and it does go again. Seems like a decent card.
Say your next Roomba attack.
Your next Roomba attack. No, what did I say?
The previous.
Yeah, let's see what we got. Oath of the Arcanite. Rune Blade. Rune Blade, not Roomba. Although, can I set my right?
I was gonna say like that Mechanist one should be able to make Roombas, get a Roomba token.
That C4 Roomba meme is coming real back to into this card game now.
Yeah, can I tape my swords onto my Roomba?
You can do whatever you want with your own Roomba.
I was gonna say, it becomes Battle Boss now.
Yep. We got a foil. Moonwish. Generic action attack. You may put a card from your hand on top of your deck rather than play its cost. So instead of costing 2, you could just put a card on top of your deck. If Moonwish hits, search your deck for a card named Sunkiss, reveal it, and put it into your hand and shuffle your library. I don't think it means the drink, so we haven't opened Sunkiss yet.
Yeah, not yet. Also, I just want to show this one off a little
Absolutely.
bit.
The art on that is pretty cool.
Yeah, sweet art, and then also it's a foily boys, so.
Yeah.
Just a little lady out in the...
Rainbow foil. Which I guess they call it that, like... Sun-kissed. Yes, we need some cans.
I was gonna say, at this point now we've got to open this up.
All right,
Sun-kissed.
Searing shot 0 to 60, which is if that's a mechanist action, and it's just a 0 cost yellow with boost. Straight boost. Sick'em shot. Steampunk overloop.
All right, hold on now. Now, Don.
I love this. I love Mechanist so much now.
Yeah, I was gonna say it started off. I'm real back and forth on this. It's just straight up steampunk like Ren Fair dude here.
Right.
Punch me. God damn it. It's all right. Well, I guess we're all just playing Mechanist v Mechanist.
It's not even a hero. If Overloop hits, put it on the bottom of your deck when the chain link resolves. Boost. Boost. So their whole thing is boost.
Yeah.
Do something to get something else.
And Steam.
Boost the steam. Hey, here's your wizard action index. Wizards are nerds, evidently.
Aren't they always?
And we got another hero. Visari Runeblade. It's the grown-up version because we can tell with the 40 attack. Whenever you play a Runeblade card, if you have played another...
I was just thinking the Roomba
Yeah,
card,
if we play another Roomba card, if you have played another non-attack action card this turn, create a Roomba token.
Hell yeah.
And then we have... we got the young version. Just Visari. Same effect, just half the attack.
Half the health.
Half the health. What's the hand side on that one? Hand side is the same. That's my key.
At this point, we're just gonna have to like get altar cards for Roomba. Let's say Roomba.
Maybe we can convince Royce to make them.
It's like, yeah, Royce, can you paint on these cards real quick?
I mean, how good are you at drawing a Roomba?
Hopefully good. It's just a disc. You draw a puck.
Can you draw a Puck? Now I'm thinking Puck the Magic
We got blue and red Slogism.
Slog. This card is actually pretty cool. When I opened my Welcome to Rathe, I was looking for just cards to replace some mythics that I didn't end up opening. Scour the Battlescape actually seems good. So the red version is a 0-cost generic attack. You may put a card from your hand on top or on the bottom of your deck, and if you do draw a card, so it lets you filter a little bit. And if it is played from your arsenal, which is a separate zone from your hand, it gains Go Again. So like for that ninja deck, Go Again is very important.
Exactly.
So like this lets you set up a little bit.
Yeah.
So Slogism, which is me on Mondays. Iron Plate, another Beatdown, which that cat looks real sad.
Yeah, that poor guy.
Yeah.
Just punching that cat.
Snatch, rare. If Snatch hits, draw a card. That's it. We got a foil again another Nature's Path Pilgrimage. We're opening a lot of those, and it's Dark Brother. Crush Confidence, Savage Swing, Emerging Power, I guess. That's a fun card. Awakened Bellow, Whelming Gust Wave. So this is in the Ninja deck, and this is one I like. It's another combo card. If Surging Strike was the last attack played in this combat chain, or Whelming Gust Wave gains +1 attack, Go Again, and if this hits, draw a card. So this is the power of the combos, right?
Yeah.
You're like building them up, and then eventually, if I had played, Whelming, or if I had played, what was it? It was Surging Strike. Like, even if it doesn't hit, it's just like, okay, I played this.
Yeah.
Now I get all these wonderful things that you just used to block. I like my ninjas a lot. Iron Song response, open the center. This combo card I opened like 20 of, and I do not like. And here's our first ninja weapon.
Hanzo Steel.
Hanzo Steel. Harmonize Kodachi. Once per action, resource, attack. While there's a card with 0 card in your pitch, it gains Go Again. Again.
Yeah.
And here's your bird hero. Renard Reckless Rampage. That's an alliteration.
Yeah, and that's the adult version too.
Yes, it is the grown-up boy for the 40 attack.
That grown-up boy or my sweet Hanzo Steel. So we got the last pack for today. We've got the Arcane Rising. Again, we're just kind of dipping into the Flesh and Blood stuff here today. I think down the line, Don and I will try and make decks out of the pre-release kits that we opened here. See how my Shadow Boys are doing. But and then as far as these cards, the ones that we're opening right now, these are again for the store. We're going to try and have some good singles available for people, commons, uncommons, like some like the rares, foils, and stuff. So we're going to try and get a binder of that set up for during this week, so we could start carrying Flesh and Blood singles.
Oh, I spoiled something, but we got a foil. We got a rare Absorb the Aether, Wizard Defense Reaction. The next card you play this turn with an effect that dealt arcane damage instead deals that much +2. So we opened that before.
Okay.
Then we got, I don't think we opened this one, Dissipation Shield. It is a foil common. Dissipation Shield enters the arena with 4 steam counters on it, because of course it does, it's a mechanologist. At the beginning of your action phase, destroy Dissipation Shield unless you remove a steam counter from it. Instant, destroy Dissipation Shield. The next time your hero would be dealt damage, prevent X of that damage, where X is the number of steam counters on it.
Okay.
So that seems pretty cool. It's like defense. Are you guys...
Yeah. So a little bit of both. Charlie. It is newer. I mean, it basically kind of came out last year during the pandemic. Cause that was Welcome to Rathe. That was
October 2019.
I was gonna say it was. Oh, 2019.
Yes.
Oh,
So
that's right. Okay. Oh, yes, it says. But that was overseas.
that was in New Zealand, I believe.
yeah.
In America, it came out during the either it came out during or right before.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was like right at the cusp. But yeah, yes, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, it started off initially in New Zealand, but then it started coming stateside, and that was again, like right at the beginning of the pandemic. But it's definitely, pardon the mechanist puns, but it's picking up steam. And most recently, 2 weeks ago, the Monarch decks came out. Or was it? No, sorry, last week.
Was it only a week ago?
Was it? I don't know, man.
It was either a week or two ago.
Last circle, but Monarch first edition boxes came out recently, so that's why we're kind of dipping into it. And like we said, Don and I had gotten welcome or pre-release kits for that, so we kind of wanted to crack those open and dig into it more. We played a bit with the welcome decks, the Ninja v Ninja mirror match, and it was neat. But I kind of wanted to see how some of the other characters and archetypes played, so we're kind of curious to see. Like, I mean, at this rate, it seems like I might have a shadow deck going on here, and I guess you have either shadow or light. And from there also, I want to see kind of the basic ones. I mean, we're seeing a lot about these
mechanists.
dudes, yeah.
Like this seems.
We're gonna have some sweet steampunk.
Yeah, this seems like a sweet mechanic.
Yeah.
Or Roombas, yeah.
Or Roombas.
We need some more Roombas.
Crack open more Roombas.
Instead of must construct additional pylons, must construct additional Roombas.
Yeah, exactly.
Locked and loaded. There we go.
I say yeah.
They got puns for days. Wizard, read the runes. Zap. So we got shock.
Shocking again.
Amplify the Arcane, which is interesting. Amplify the Arcane costs blood less for each Roomba you control. And that's it.
There you go.
There you go.
Stack up the Roombas and it's basically free.
Yep. And then we got Zayla, which
is
a ranger hero. Once per action, free. Put a card from your arsenal on the bottom of your deck. If you do, put the top card of your deck face up in your arsenal. If it's an arrow card, it gains dominate until the end of turn, and this card goes again. So we don't think we opened any arrows.
I was gonna say not yet.
And
no ranger stuff yet. And then flip side.
Nebula Blade. Once per turn action, blood attack. If Nebula Blade hits, create a Roomba token. If you have played a non-attack action this turn, Nebula Blade gains +3 attack until end of turn.
Okay.
That seems interesting. So it seems that Runeblade and Mechanists are sort of the big draws for this one. I mean, Rangers seem okay, but we also haven't really opened many cool.
Well, we get that one, the one bow.
Yes, the bow,
kind of
the promo bow. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah, promo bow. But yeah, so that is Flesh and Blood so far. Again, we're just kind of getting into it. Don and I still learning. Don knows more than me, but we're still kind of chugging along. And like I said, on future streams, whether we use the pre-release kits that we've opened for Monarch, we'll try and make decks from those ones and maybe have a battle here, and you can kind of see what the mechanics are and the idea of the attack chain and how it all works. Or we can keep cracking up some packs and stuff to kind of bolster the singles that we're going to try and start carrying here in the store too. So
absolutely.
But yeah, I think that just about does it for today. We'll see next week. Probably Pokemon. The main thing was not really any new Pokemon stuff yet that Royce wanted to show. And also, she was busy with pricing a billion of the Pokemon.
Yes,
that we've gotten in, so.
we brought in a bunch of stuff over the weekend.
Exactly. Yeah. So figured we'd give her a break to kind of work on that, and then also Don and I get to show off some more of the Flesh and Blood stuff, and I get to learn more about it, and then seeing some of the kind of, like I said, like the new. I mean, I guess they're technically old mechanics, but the sets previously, because I kind of started dipping in at Monarch, so all of the newer, the older stuff was still new to me. So
myself as well. Yes.
But yeah, I think that just about does it. We'll be back next Monday again at 5 p.m. 6 p.m. Central Time for more either Pokemon or to show off more Flesh and Blood. So thanks everybody for coming out, and we'll see you guys next week.
Take care, everybody.
Don's so handsome.